This next question comes from Abby Rose, who writes, Dear Green Brothers, my name is Abby Rose. I'm 26 years old. I've recently sworn off online dating. It's horrible. Do not recommend. Stay married. Lately, I've just been getting really hurt in my interactions with people on dating apps, being ghosted, love bombed, led on, and kind of cruelly rejected. While no one likes rejection, I don't really mind that piece of it. Figuring out compatibility is a hard process, and I don't have any hard feelings towards someone who just isn't vibing with me. Abby Rose seems like a real catch, Hank.
Yeah.
What bothers me is the lying, the ghosting, and the general lack of respect and empathy a lot of people, men mostly, seem to have in these settings. It has me thinking about how we get to know people. What advice do you have on judging people's character? How do you get to know someone as they truly are rather than what they project? A very tired librarian, Abby Rose. Plus Abby's a librarian? I mean, wow.
Catch.
Wow. The men of the apps are really failing here.
Look, you're coming to the wrong folks to talk about
Never
how
been
the
on
apps
Tinder.
work.
One time Rosiano lent me and Sarah her Tinder so that we could see how it works.
Yeah.
And so that we could see what the pool of suitors looked like in Indianapolis. And we were like, yeah, you probably should move back to London.
I get a feel I get a feeling that that there is some, I mean, look, obviously the apps work for some people, but I do get a feeling that the, just in the same way that TikTok does not tie me more deeply to creators in the way that YouTube did, where I can just sort of like move on to the next, that there is a sense that a lot of the, you know, more mainstream apps, I think that there are a bunch of them that work different ways, but the way that like Tinder or Grindr work, you basically like you get a feeling of the disposability or of the sort of next level opportunity. Like there's always something next.
There's always something else on the horizon.
Yeah. That I think sort of breeds this.
Yeah.
And that I do feel like it's not good for people.
Well, and I think that Abby Rose makes a really good point, which is that when the barrier to ghosting and showing a lack of respect and empathy gets low, like we tend to be less empathetic, right? Like when there's no cost to not being empathetic, we tend to be less empathetic. And there really isn't a cost right now because you're not going to see that person at the grocery store. Like I remember I broke up with this person between my junior and senior year of college. I have misstated the reality. She broke up with me. And we lived next door to each other, man.
Yeah.
You know, so like we come back to college and we have to live next door to each other. We had a class together.
Yeah.
We had to figure it out. You know, we had to be civil to one another. There was a cost to not showing empathy and respect. And she paid that cost. Can I say that?
Well, no, I mean, like
it's how I feel.
there's a reality there.
No, I think the better way to say it is she was good with that cost.
Yeah, she was.
She understood it, and she was like, "I'll pay that. I'll pay that
cost." Yeah. And I mean, I live in a small enough town that like my friends who date, they have this. Like in Missoula, if it's an age cohort and also sort of a demographic, sort of, you know, the kinds of people you want to date, that's a small enough pool that you're going to see that person at the grocery store. You're going to see him at the bar. But like, that's not really how most of the world is structured right now. And I think you were right that the cost of empathy is lower. And so like, it sucks to pay it. So, so like, might as well just ignore it and move on.
Right.
But
right.
Like,
it's hard work to be empathetic. It's a little more work to be respectful. It's a little more work to not ghost someone. Yeah. And
I'd never even heard the term love bombing, but I know exactly what it is, having dated.
I've been on both sides of that coin.
Yeah. And it, you know, we're messy. We're just animals. And so like, there are times when you're like, oh my God, I am all the way in and this is it. And then like 3 days later, you're like, well, neurotransmitter was I high on?
Yeah. Yeah. I've never had that experience, but I believe you.
Yeah. Well.
I tend to stay pretty high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we wish you luck, Abby Rose.
We wish you luck. I'm sorry
that it's so hard.
It does just sound hard.
It sounds really hard.